Hi guys, so for today I thought I'd do a review of James Gurney's online class oil painting techniques. So I think a few months ago I did a review of his class Color in Practice. So this is what I have on Gumroad. So today I will be doing a review of this class because I did all the exercises and ended up doing painting using the techniques that he taught. So this class is about 94 minutes, and at the time of purchase I bought it for $17.95 US, which is about 25 Canadian if I remember correctly. So yeah, so for the video I'm going to be talking about the different exercises that he has you do, and also what the whole class involves. And look, I even took notes so I can tell you guys. I'll be talking about the materials that I ended up using, and yeah, so basically for the video he did 3 finished paintings, and I'm gonna insert the picture right here. Yeah, so throughout the online class, while he works through this 3 different paintings, he makes you, well, not makes you do, but you know, he shows 11 exercises showing the different techniques that he used using oil paints. And I think, yeah, so I'll be talking about that more in detail later on, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I ended up doing as a finished painting, but it really is still a study, and it's this one right here. That is a finished painting I ended up doing, so I'm gonna do a time lapse of that while I do a voiceover. And this this painting is actually a copy of an image from this Wolf Dinosaur encyclopedia, because my middle child growing up, he was obsessed with dinosaurs. Actually, he still is kind of obsessed. So we have a lot of dinosaur books, but unfortunately we don't have Dinotopia by James Gurney. But anyways, yeah, this is the image, a digital image I ended up copying to do into that. So like I said, I'll do a voiceover, and while I show you guys a time lapse basically of the whole process. Okay, thanks. Alright, so before I talk about the exercises, I thought I'd just show the materials that I ended up using for the class, which he recommended. So first off is the acrylic matte medium, but I ended up using the gel matte medium matte, sorry, because that's what I have at home. And this one is just the brand, house brand for the art store here in Toronto, Curry's. And then modeling paste. This one, I don't know why I have it at home. I must have used it for a project before, but this is actually really great. I like how this worked out. So, and then the OMS. He used Gamsol in his class, but this is what I've been using for years, which is a Speedball Mona Lisa odorless paint thinner. And for the actual paints, so he basically just asks you to do 2 paints for the exercises, which is Ivory Black and Titanium White. So for the Ivory Black, I ended up using the Winsor Newton Artisan Water Mixable Lamp Black and the Ivory Black from the Gamblin 1980 line, which is a Gamblin student paint line. So, and then for the white, Winsor Newton Titanium White and the Gamblin 980 Titanium White. For the medium, he recommended using, well, not recommended, but he used liquid in the class, but I ended up using this too, which is the Gamblin solvent-free gel. And Amgrim, walnut, alkyd, medium, because fast drying, and you really do need that for the exercises. So one major thing that he also used in the video is a Cobalt Dryer, which unfortunately I didn't get because I couldn't find it within my area, like going to the store. So I would have gotten it online, but I didn't, and I do regret not getting it. So if you are thinking of doing the class, I do highly recommend getting it, because I'm thinking now I would probably end up ordering it anyway, because it's, well, I'm gonna explain later in the exercises, but it's a really useful medium to have, because it makes everything, especially in one of the exercises, make the paint dry super fast. So all right. Oh, and for the brushes, these are the two I used. Just a synthetic one I got from the dollar store, and this one is one from the Curry's art store again, which is their 755 hog bristle line, I believe. Yeah, so as you guys can see, you don't really need a lot to do the exercises. Okay, so let me put this away and we will talk. I'll try not to ramble on too much about the exercises, but so anyways, like I said in the introduction, so he basically showed like how he did the 3 paintings from beginning to end, which is great just to see his process. And I believe if you have his book Imaginative Realism, which unfortunately I don't have, he talks about a lot of this stuff in that book, I believe, from some of the flip throughs I've seen, because he shows you really from the beginning how he does like if he gets a commission, I guess. So he'll start off with the maquettes and the models, and how he would really place them in the environment that he wants them in his drawing. So like he would actually take this dinosaur models into the woods, and you know, with photograph lighting and stuff like that, and have the model set up how he wants it to appear in his painting, just so that he can get, I guess, an idea of how, of the form and color and all that. So it was just really great. And then he does thumbnail and a color study, like this really quick sketch quick sketches using a pencil and gouache as a for the color, before he transfers the final idea into an illustration board. And then yeah, so anyways, so instead of illustration board, I used Bristol board I just got from the dollar store. So I'll start off now, I guess, talking about the exercises. So the first one he showed was the transparent and opaque painting. So basically you do it on a white background and a black background, and basically you try to make it the same values, especially this two and this two. And when you do cover it, it's really quite amazing, because your eye does fool you without if you don't cover it, that one is darker than the other, but really they're all the same values when you take out the actual, like the way he does it in the video. I think I'll actually link the YouTube video where he does show this exercise, so you guys will see what I'm talking about there. And then the next one that he does is painting with the side of the brush. So for that one, so yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory, I guess. You paint using the side of the brush instead of the tip. And it's very cool, actually. Like one thing I learned from that class is that you can just basically use like paper like this, like just a Bristol board, illustration board, and just cover it with the acrylic matte medium, so that you can use it with oil. And I thought that was really cool. Like even for journaling, I'm gonna start using that now, so I can just do a quick sketches in oil painting, just using a regular sketchbook basically. And the third one, this one is also one of my favorite exercises, aside from another one I'll show you guys later. It's this one using wax paper. So he makes you do a gray sphere, and then you let that dry, and then afterwards you cover this so that it doesn't touch the white, and then basically just almost stipple the paint using wax paper. It's really cool, like the kind of effect you can create. It's almost like a moon. And this one is a pre-texturing with a modeling paste. Well, obviously my exercises are not as well done as his, but I tried. So what you do the gray sphere as well, and this one more of like just a regular rock formation shape, and then you let that dry, and then put the modeling paste, let it dry, and then put a thin layer of paint, thin down over it. It's really cool. Next one is oiling up or oiling out, which is basically, again, you do the gray sphere, and then you put just a little bit of a oil medium. He used liquid on the online class, and I just used the gel that you guys saw earlier, and then you do your black paint over, so that, yeah, it's just as the name says, like, it's kind of hard to explain sometimes, but you do see the different effects of these different techniques that he's showing, which is really cool. And these are 3 exercises I did in this one sheet. So brushy strokes. It's almost like what? Just basically using your brush. Did I use this brush? Which brush did I use? I think I just used this brush. Basically just, oh my gosh, because I actually did this a while back. I remember now, but it's almost like dry brushing, I guess. Yeah. This one, he said it's good for oh my god, I can't remember. Anyways, moving on. Number 7 is the dry scrubbing and scratching through. So the scratching through here is basically you do a paint, and while still wet, I don't know if you guys can see, I tried to sign my name, but just using the pointed part of the brush. And then this one is the knife blend. Wait, no, that's not the knife blend, is it? Yeah, the knife blend. I didn't do this one as well as the way he did it too, which really pissed me off a bit, but I was like, anyways. So this one is good if you're doing like hair and a feather and stuff like that. So yeah. And number 9, sorry, the recording cut off. I forgot that when I'm doing HD, it doesn't record as long. So anyways, yeah, like I was saying, the gradation. And then this is the last one, the Glaze Impasto, which is basically you do a thick, well, first you use titanium white with Cobalt Dryer to make it dry faster, and then you create like a well, first you draw like a tree trunk shape. I think that's what he makes you do. Yep. And then it creates, well, you don't because it's a thick paint that you end up putting on the paper, that you can really create different textured effects, like, just make sure it doesn't look uniform. Then you let that dry overnight. But for me, because I didn't use a Cobalt Dryer, it actually took me a long time to dry this paint. So I think it took about 3 days. So yeah. And then after that, when it's dry, you put like a thinned paint of black. So I hope I'm explaining it okay, but you guys can always ask me in the comment section if there's something I said that didn't make sense. So yeah, so it's really great just to, I like doing exercises like this instead of just doing finished paintings all the time, because it really opens up your eyes to like stuff that you didn't know before, and like how other artists do it, especially someone like James Gurney. So like I said, this is the finished painting that I will show you guys now, like how I did it. Okay, so right now you guys are gonna see just me starting the drawing of the dinosaur. So like I said in the intro, the book I use is Dinosaur Encyclopedia, and illustration is done by HL Studios. So I thought I'd just give company credit for sure. So yeah, I was just using an HB pencil here while I do the drawing, and then now I am sealing the drawing with the gel matte medium. Oh, by the way, I'm using a canvas panel for this project, and I didn't do what James Gurney did in the class, which is do a thumbnail first, because like I said, I was just copying an image from the book, and also I didn't do a color study. Yeah, just because of what I was doing. So yeah, here I am putting the modeling paste after the matte medium dried up, and yeah, so I was just basically putting the modeling paste mainly on actual the actual dinosaur, and I think I did a bit of it on the ground as well, but otherwise I left everything else plain. And then now here I'm starting because I'm doing the glaze impasto, so I did the titanium white first, putting it on thickly on the tree branch. So yeah, I'm trying to do it really textured, basically, as how you would expect a tree trunk to be. So because I didn't have a cobalt dryer, I put that titanium white paint on index card to absorb some of the oil so that it'll dry faster. But it still ended up costing, I mean not costing, like it still made me wait for it for about like 2 days for it to dry. And then now here I am doing the shadow part first, because with oil painting I'm just so used to working from light to dark first. Sorry, from dark to light, so I did the shadow first. And yeah, so this one I think I ended up doing you guys are gonna see later on the paints I used, but for here it's the ultramarine and the burnt sienna that I mixed together to do the shadow, I believe. My neck must have been hurting. I don't know why I was holding my neck like that. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, so still on the shadow part. And wiping up some stuff that I put on too thickly. And then this one is the next day, I believe. So that's when I just started putting on just the base color for the triceratops, I believe, right? That's the type of dinosaur it is. Let me check. Let me check the encyclopedia. It's right here. I believe it is a triceratops. You would think I would know that, considering... Yeah, it is a triceratops. Here it is. Oh, sorry, I have the dinosaur encyclopedia book with me right now, so... Gigantic three-horned herbivore. Yeah, so here, like I said, I'm just laying the local color right now. Sorry, it's a bit farther than I thought it would be. I thought I was recording it like that you guys can see more clearly what I was doing, but I think I do. Yeah, so I did do it a bit closer later on, and now I'm doing the sky, and this is using the gradation technique that he used on the exercise, using the knife, just a palette, and doing gradation from dark to light. But because it's a sky, I think it's mainly what I did was just like a light blue going lighter to the horizon, a little bit of yellow, and then here oh sorry, that was too fast. I think I was just doing the wax paper with that one. Yeah. And this one, what am I doing here? The tree now. This one, it just turned out okay. I had to correct this quite a few times because using the knife at first, I didn't like it too much. So I think I ended up scraping it out and doing the wax paper technique and then scraping it out and then doing the knife again. And then I even did some scratching, I think. So here's the Glaze Impasto. I think this is the last step I did before the painting was ready, before I did the final touches. Yeah, and then this one is the finished painting. And that's it. So I hope this video is helpful in case you're interested in taking his oil painting course. I really highly recommend it. I learned a lot of new techniques that I really ended up loving, and I'm gonna incorporate later on with other paintings, especially if I'm doing nature, like landscape and stuff like that, because a lot of those techniques really are good for that kind of stuff. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to press the like button and subscribe. Okay guys, bye.